Hello, beautiful, amazing Earth with your beautiful individuals out there. Thank you for being here. And I was just contemplating a little to prepare for filming this video, and I was asking what to film about. And in the end, they came with the answer, the sea or the ocean of emotions. The underlying emotional realm or the sentient body. It is like a sea. And as like the sea, it has storms and hurricanes and things that disrupt the ever lovingly harmonious weather that is the sea. To be able to sit in this and to dive deep down to the sea, or to the underworld as they would call it in the earlier days, it's really uncomfortable. It is really, really painful because every human being have experienced a whole lot of things that they don't necessarily know how to process. But the first step to process emotions and painful experiences is to actually dive down deep and to feel every single one of them. To be able to stand steady and dignified in any emotion, in any pain. And to be able to handle life with integrity, with a certain strength, with a certain standard. To not be a gossiper, to not be a person that degrades another human being, to be respectful to everyone around you, to behave and to walk with a certain humility, with a certain love for everything around you, for gratitude. A devotional act of gratitude often opens you up to a certain awe of life, to that childlike feeling of, whoa, this world is amazing. And that flowing feeling of beauty and bliss. To be able to sit consciously in that too is also challenging. To not be too fantastical and to not be too materialistic or philistine, to be cold and hard and it is like this and we can't bend in any way. And then you have the opposite side, which is want to go out of their body, want to leave this world almost. But we are part and partial of this world. Our body is made of earthly materials infused with spiritual life. And to be grateful for what we are doing, what we have an opportunity to be able to participate in, to be able to enjoy life in a much higher and in a much more conscious way. Being aware of everything around us, being aware of people, people's thoughts, people's feelings, and that they are more than just this physical body. They are a much bigger and stronger and different being in their spirit than in their physical. But since they have not bloomed out yet, they need the time to mature, need the time to grow, to plant and to water the seed. And it requires our consciousness, our awareness, our eye, are the sunlight. And when we shine it upon our inner world with our awareness, we shine light upon the plant, upon the beautiful tree that we are to bloom. Our eye is, our ego, our capital I, is the center, the observer, the overseer of all we do, and it is also the moral and ethic keeper, if we should call it that. When you observe yourself, no matter where, what, and how, and find out who you are in any situation, it will over time be automatic that you do not want to make an unnecessary action of dispute and pain. You want the atmosphere and the experience of what you do, of things around you, to be loving, to be outstanding and shining for everyone. You do not want anyone to feel smaller. You do not want yourself to feel smaller either. And you cannot take responsibility for what others think when you behave as best as you can for yourself. Then you know you are at your right. You have your own standard you're following, that you have built up as a foundation for years, for countless lifetimes and for countless experiences. We have gained a certain personality, a certain anchor in this world, and it is important to behave with respect and responsibility, to be a certain picture of a good example, but at the same time know that we are humans. We are allowed to make mistakes. We do make mistakes, and it is allowed to be down and out sometimes. We need that out time to delve down into the underworld. And when we come out, emerge out, we are stronger and have gained life essence again. Because this diving down to the underworld actually brings us strength and fortitude to go on in this life. It brings hope, because we know that by immersing in the underworld and coming up again and knowing that, hey, we are not down there forever. It is always the sun shining in hope and beauty and love. And we have something to build upon. There is not only despair and illusion and such. We are real spiritually physical beings. We are human spirits, as I like to call it. Physical spirits. And we have built these bodies for eons, for countless civilizations, every one of us. And we are condensed universe. We have existed since before this earth and this physical atmosphere and this physical globe we are on. We have an opportunity to balance out these two forces that are competing against each other and make them a triad, to make them the balance, the human being. We are much more powerful and have more control of how we can behave with each other and make ourselves and others grow than we let ourselves believe. By sitting every day and meditate and become aware of the moment and to learn to enjoy this moment, to sit here and feel everything and have a wonderful time with it, no matter what happens, is the first step to become strong within yourself. But it has to be done very gradually and with patience and observing and see what spirit gives you over time. You can't force anything, but you do your action and your duty and you do work every day. That is what it is to be a human being, to always try to be of service to humankind, even if you are doing it differently than others. Even if you are a little different, you know you still have, since you're different, since you have been made differently, since you are behaving differently, have different interests, different joys and different dislikes and such, that means your perspective is something to be shown upon from a certain light. You are meant to be that different and to highlight those unique qualities of God, of the divine, of spirit. That is why we are unique. That is why we behave in different ways and can still find interest in each other, find love for each other, find that willful living, the enjoyment of life, to be interested in humankind, to work upon yourself to work upon the world. You do not exclude yourself away from humankind anymore because humankind is this and this or that and that. You always work because you are helping everyone. We are all in this together. We are all in this together. Thank you everyone for listening to me and watching me and your support in spirit and in soul. And thank you for searching and being beggars of spirit and trying to find what life is about, what we are doing here, and how we can optimize our staying here and having the enjoyment and the love that the world deserves. Love you all. Thanks, everyone. May the Spirit and the Divine guide you and bless you all. Goodbye.